Happy New Year, everybody. So I finished 2025 leading two annual planning meetings right before Christmas. And those companies, one of them I've been working with for several years. And for the other, it was their first annual planning meeting because it was the completion of their first year as a Results on Purpose company. Now, that newer company is going through the same pattern as the first company, which is the same journey that every Results on Purpose company goes through. It's the clarity journey. Now, many things are happening at once, so there isn't a step one when we're doing the implementation, but one of the first things we do is start learning to create clarity. Now, here's the thing. Clarity isn't a one-time event. It's a discipline. It's about remembering, refining, and realigning day after day, week after week, and so on. And of course, special emphasis is put on this every quarter and annually when we get together with the leadership team to evaluate, teach, coach, and plan going forward. Now, the result of this discipline around clarity is that leaders focus their time, their people, and other resources around the things that really make an impact. They're doing things on purpose. Now, regarding these two clients I just mentioned, with the rookie company, as we looked back at the goals set a year earlier, one leader questioned one of the goals. He said, "Hey, we got it done, but why did we even set this as a goal?" Discussion ensued amongst the leaders, and eventually I shared my thoughts. Of course, this happens basically every time, but here's the takeaway. Two things have happened over the last year. First, you are a better leadership team and you're better individual leaders than you were a year ago. You've been planning and executing as a team rather than as a group of individual leaders. And second, because you've been getting better at leading as well as systematically executing your results map, which is the business plan, you understand your own business a lot better than you did a year ago when you were asked to create this plan. That is sort of an unexpected outcome for people, but it's true. And so it only makes sense that a goal set in the very first meeting might not make sense because of your new perspective. Now, not everyone will get this Karate Kid reference, but this is a wax on, wax off moment. You don't always know you're growing or making progress when you're really doing this stuff, but it is happening. So the veteran company had a similar but more sophisticated experience of getting to know their business better this year. They started off 2025 conducting an experiment trying to target an additional market that didn't fit their traditional market, the thing that is their primary business model. And they didn't get the results that they were expecting, but they learned fast and moved on fast. And more importantly, they came to understand the strength of their current model. They understand their business a little bit better now and will remain extremely focused on that in 2026. That's just a normal pattern. Now, why am I sharing these two quick examples with you now? It's because I assume that 100% of you have been spending a little time at the end of 2025 and now here at the beginning of 2026 reflecting on last year and thinking about the coming year, perhaps planning personal and professional goals for yourself. So let's connect these dots. Just as in business, gaining personal clarity about your priorities is also an ongoing process of remembering, refining, and realigning. Done well, you'll get better over time at understanding your own priorities and spending your time and money and other resources around the things that really make an impact on you, your family, and community. So here's a suggestion. take a blank sheet of paper and start writing down your 2026 priorities or goal ideas. Another way to put it would be to ask yourself, what do you want to make true this year that isn't true now? Or what outcomes would you like from the way you spend your time, money, and resources this year? For the next several days, do this exercise over and over again without looking at the yesterday's sheet of paper or any of the other answers that you've written. What you'll notice over time is that some of the things that you listed the first day wind up making the list every day. Other things will make the list that you didn't think of at first. After a few days, you'll like, oh yeah, I'm going to add this. And eventually, you'll notice that there are a cluster of just a few ideas that always make the list. Now, this is a way for you to really learn what is most important to you. It's the difference between what you really want and what you would merely like, which isn't always easy to discern. So like the companies I mentioned earlier, it's a quick way to start learning more about yourself. Now, like planning the results map for the business, you need to force yourself to eliminate all the good possibilities so that you're left with only a few great ones. Finally, find a way to systematically remember, refine, and realign around these few priorities. Write them down, share them with people who care about you and would like to see you succeed. Ask them to ask you how you're doing on a regular basis. Make regular appointments with yourself to evaluate your progress, refine the outcomes that you want, and realign your time and environment to have the kind of 2026 that you want. Now, I'll leave you with this. Life is long if you take care of yourself. Nonetheless, there is no time to waste. Make the most out of 2026 by focusing narrowly on only a few things. Once again, Happy New Year, everybody.